What is the price of a peaceful wedding? Is it the flowers? The catering? Or is it the 20-year friendship you threw under the bus? To keep your racist in-laws happy? John chose the dress over the brother. He traded a man who had his back for a woman who hates his history. Today, we dissect the anatomy of the silent sellout. Welcome back to the verdict zone, where we pause, reflect, and remind ourselves what's right, what's wrong, and why it matters. John is 32, a high school teacher. He tells his students that silence is complicity. He grew up in the same neighborhood as Mike. They were inseparable. Mike is black, John is white. To the world, they were the proof that the moral compass could transcend skin color. Then came Nicole. Beautiful, organized, and deeply, unapologetically biased. The illusion was that John could fix her. He believed his love would act as a bridge. But the first crack appeared when Nicole asked John to stop posting old photos of him and Mike on social media. She said it didn't fit the aesthetic of their couple's page. John didn't argue. He deleted. The collapse had begun. The wedding planning was the reckoning. Nicole's parents were paying for the venue. They made it clear they wanted a specific kind of atmosphere, a traditional one. Here is the receipt. Mike found out he wasn't invited through a mutual friend. When he confronted John, John didn't tell the truth. He sent a text. "Hey man, we are doing a really small, intimate ceremony. Mostly just family. I hope you understand." The lie was the second betrayal. The guest list had 300 people. Cousins John hadn't seen in a decade were invited. Nicole's co-workers were invited. Every white friend they had was invited. John didn't have an intimate wedding. He had a segregated one. He chose to hide his best friend like a shameful secret to ensure his father-in-law would sign the check. Why did he do it? This is the surgical dissection of a shattered character. John's justification was the path of least resistance. He told himself he was protecting Mike from a hostile environment. But the autopsy reveals the truth. John wasn't protecting Mike. He was protecting his own comfort. His integrity fell apart because he valued the perfect day more than the perfect friend. He allowed Nicole's racism to become his own policy. By not inviting Mike, John became the enforcer of the very bigotry he claimed to despise. This is the consequence of peace at any price. The price was Mike's dignity, and John paid it with a smile. He didn't just lose a friend. He proved that his values were only skin deep. When the reckoning came, John didn't stand up. He blended in. The reckoning wasn't a scene at the altar. It was the silence afterward. Mike didn't send a gift. He didn't send a congratulations. He blocked John's number and moved on. Now, John is married. He has the traditional life he paid for. But every time he looks at his wedding album, he sees a giant, gaping hole, where his best friend should have been. He sees a portrait of a coward. Nicole didn't change. She grew more emboldened. She realized that John's moral compass could be bought for the price of a wedding cake. John is no longer a teacher of values. He is a cautionary tale of how easily a good man can become a tool for hate. We've laid out the receipts. The evidence is clear. Now, the floor is yours. In this case, is this a mistake, or is this a choice? Does keeping the peace at a wedding excuse the betrayal of a 20-year brotherhood? Or is John's verdict already written in the ink of his own cowardice? Tell us your verdict in the comments. We are reading every single one.